everyone. Welcome to the channel. This is Eve Moiva, human specific coach. The topic of the day is the power of nutrition and how that can very much transform your life experience. In modern day of 2026, nutrition or knowledge of nutrition has increased, and this education has led to more increased awareness in the importance of nutrition. And in the society, especially in the Western society, there's been a movement for more healthier food and even organic type of food. You can see the evidence in the presence of more organic superstores. Even when you go to a restaurants, they have healthier options on the menu. Even McDonald's, when you go there, they're trying to have a more healthy version of their menu. Even when you go to a bar and you want to drink, they usually have today more healthier drink options. So the consciousness and the education on nutrition has really increased, and the awarenesses has reached levels that is, I would say, that is encouraging in our modern societies. We see people really trying and trying to make it so that they can improve their nutrition. So this is the kind of what's good in the modern day. We have access to information that maybe your previous ancestor didn't have. Just one click in front of your computer, you can have basically an entire library of information at our hands. And we are for sure taking advantage of that. And especially in the Western societies, you can see that consciousness is there, even in other countries as well. So that's the benefit of being in the modern day, right? And what we understand in we also have education also, where we understand that, especially in the Western type of food countries, we understand that the way the foods are raised, the way let's say animals and chickens are raised, and also the way of fruits are raised and vegetables, the pesticide that's being used, the chemicals, and the chemicals that's used in the meat. Now we have that information available to understand that that also affect us human beings, these chemicals. So that's when you see a more presence in the rise of the organic type of deals, because we understand that nutrition is proper nutrition is really behind a lot of the proper nutrition can basically transform the human experience. We understand that healthy nutrition today not only can fuel your body, it can give you the energy that you need to carry on your activities. Proper nutrition can help the body repair itself and strengthen your body from, let's say, exercise. Nutrition is key. Proper nutrition can allow you to sleep better. As a result, it affects your mood. Proper nutrition can increase your life expectancy by strengthening your body defense mechanism against your body's ability to fight diseases. Proper nutrition can allow you to, for those that are interested in improving their looks, when you combine that with exercise, this is one of the best sex appeal you can get from, especially in the midsection. Proper nutrition beat doing abs. It's by eating properly, and I mean, I'm talking about in the midsection. That's one of the best thing you can do for the midsection, and also it can increase your sexual appeal. Also, proper nutrition can help reduce stress, and it can help you also handle stress better. So those are just to name a few, some of the benefits of nutrition. And so I want to kind of dive deep into how you can use nutrition today to transform your life. So one of the big things I want to also stress is we have also in modern day, right? We have evolution of different type of diets. We have vegan, vegetarians, pescatarians. We have different type of groups that are kind of evolved based on their diets. And some of them, they don't eat necessarily meat, which is what they choose. But for me, the way I look at it is one of the biggest danger in nutrition is actually sugar. I want to kind of bring that in the forefront because sugar in our human life is basically everywhere, and sometimes we don't even realize. And sugar is one of the food that is behind a lot of the ailment that we see as human beings. So always remember to pay attention to your sugar consumption. For those that want to stay away from meat, I respect that because there's also a certain connection to the respect of nature that they have. But for those that are going to eat meat, make sure it's quality meat that you're going to be eating. And how the meat that's being raised is properly raised and fed and so on. Because all this abuse that's taking at the meat level, that stress and cortisol is going to be the bad raised meat and badly fed meat result in stress and cortisol that is in the meat, and you're going to be eating that poison. So, so yeah, the idea behind eating healthy, we have 7 days out of the week, five to 6 days. I say 4 to 5 days. 5 days you can eat, focus on eating healthy. And during those focus on eating healthy days, you want to cook mostly your food versus eating out. Cooking, why? Because first of all, it allows you to save money. And number two, it's allows you to control what you put in your food. Definitely, you control what goes into yourself. And when you cook, you want to cook when you fix your food and you're cooking from home, you want to fix foods during your healthy, let's say the 5 days you go healthy, and 2 days you can relax and maybe indulge in other, maybe I would say foods that you really enjoy, that not necessarily as healthy. But for the 5 days that you're going to eat healthy, focus on eating foods that are made from nature versus foods that are produced by men. Foods that are produced by men include cookies and ice cream and those such. You get the idea. But foods that are just directly from nature, the soil, like potatoes, fruits, vegetables, beans, seeds, even meat is from nature. So those type of foods make that the essential part of your healthy eating routine, And then on the days that you're going to be off, you can have maybe the foods that are processed by men. I want to give that 5 and 2, 5 days of healthy eating to 2 days of just relaxing. Similar to I made a video on exercising, 5 days where you're active and 2 days when you can relax. I want to bring that balance because I don't believe in just being perfect all the time. I think we're actually here for human experience. And part of that experience is actually eating the food, right? So eating food is an extremely enjoyable experience as a human being. I'm a foodie myself, so I love to try different type of food out there. And I don't want to ever stop anyone from going out and trying the good food as long as the food is what they enjoy and it's relatively healthy for them, right? And once in a while, you can indulge into some other type of food that is not necessarily labeled as healthy. But if you really enjoy that food, go for that. Go for the donuts once in a while. Go for the ice cream once in a while. But once again, you do it in moderation. Now, during your healthy days, some people eat lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I grew up in that kind of similar manner. And over the years, I've also tried fasting where I don't eat breakfast. I go from lunch and dinner. Sometimes I only eat dinner. And I've tried different combination. But right now, over the years, that's what's working better for me. I eat my first meal around 2 p.m. and I don't eat past 10 p.m. But I make a different video on fasting. But what I want to the information I want to share is that fasting is not necessarily like if something that interests you, you can look into that. But I believe that in terms of when to eat, you can basically listen to your body. And when your body is asking for food and you listen to your body and when your body is hungry, then you can feed it. But during the healthy days, feed your body healthy types of foods and eat as much as your body is asking and listen to the body and feed it. Also, I would say during your feeding days, your healthy days of eating, make sure that while you're eating, that you are present. We are specialists of being in our mind and in our thoughts. Sometimes we eat something and we're not even chewing the food, we're not even tasting it. We just it's happening sometimes like, did I even eat that? You don't recall eating the food because you were not present in the experience. Now, I want to encourage you to, as part of the healthier eating habit, to be more present during your eating. Maybe remove the distraction, really be present in your meal, right? In the history of a human civilization, our meals could be shared with others in this kind of present moment that we share our companies and our meal. But during your meal, be present. Make sure you chew the food that you eat. All right. Sometimes you're not doing it, and you just and we swallow, and especially if you're eating fish with bones, that could, because you didn't chew it, so you didn't really, so when you chew, you can taste it. You can really be fully in the experience of eating. So remember to do this mindful eating. I'm not saying you turn eating into meditation, but be mindful while you're eating. That's a healthy habit to have. Now, now, what to eat, right? There's different types of foods out there. What are the foods that you need for like a complete nutrition? There's three things: foods that fuel your body, foods that strengthen the defense mechanism, immune system, and foods that help the body repair itself and strengthen the body itself, like the muscles and stuff like that. So, in terms of fueling the body, there's two types of foods that are great for that, and that you want to add in your healthy eating days. Food that fuel your body, high in carbohydrates and and healthy fats. Food like fruits, berries, banana, apples, oranges, vegetables, oats. And you also have foods that would actually help the body repair itself and also strengthen the body. And those foods are high in protein, right? So we want to think of foods such as eggs, fish, salmon, tuna, sardines, chicken, turkey, lean meats, yogurt, Greek yogurt, beans, tofu, nuts, and seeds. And then lastly, the third type of food are the foods that are high in vitamins, minerals, fiber, and antioxidants. Those type of foods help strengthen the body defense mechanism. And those type of foods include leafy greens, spinach, kale, broccoli, berries, tomatoes, garlic, herb spice, beans, nuts, and seeds. So these are the basically the nutrient, and for a complete diet, that should cover all the nutrients that your body needs. Now, while you're cooking, one thing I would kind of advise is to how you cook also shape and affect the quality of your food. Usually, the less oil you use for cooking, the healthier it is. Avoid the deep frying on your healthy eating days. Maybe you can have a deep frying on your off days. If you're going to be cooking with oil, use healthier options for cooking with oil. Some of the healthy oils out there include avocado oil. You name it. There's a lot of options out there. So you can actually also replace oil with water. Water is a great replacement for oil, and you can also do a lot of cooking in the oven. That's also another healthier way of cooking. There's different ways to turn your cooking or your feeding into something more healthy. Remember that the more fresh the foods, the more healthier, because the more cooking, the more frying, the more you are killing the nutrients in the food. So that's the idea to remember. So the more fresh, the better. I like to eat vegetables almost on a daily basis. At my age, I found that vegetables are amazing for the digestion. So it's something that I must have on a daily. As for as nutrition, that's pretty much all I had for today. Yes, let's not forget to include water as the number one source of hydration. Water is a must. You must truly include water in your daily. Your body really needs, there's no other drink out there that can match what water does for your body in terms of hydration. I once met someone that told me that they never drink water. All they drink is Dr. Pepper. And I was shocked. That person was older than me and they seem fine and healthy. But I would say that water makes it the number one source of your hydration. And I understand even for myself, water is water is plain testing. So I found that by squeezing a little bit of lemon in my water, that makes it more easily to even ingest it. So you can use that trick. Some people even put cucumber, whatever fits the bill. That should be fine. Um, then there's other ways you can hydrate yourself. Coconut water is a good one, and fruits. Juice from fruits is also good. But remember, when you get to juicing, the juicing can have high levels of sugar, so make sure you are aware of that. Same thing with the hydration as the food. Make sure you consume foods, drinks that are made from nature first in your healthy days. Water and fruits, vegetable, coconut water, juicing, and then once in a while on your off days, you can drink the drinks that are made from men, like soda and things like that. That will give you a complete nutrition right there. Remember, nutrition is key, right? It can truly transform just a sample how you feel within your body. And just that is a pleasant feeling that allows you to, experience a great mood just from feeling good in your body. And that really has ripple effect on the rest of the day. So it's something we must take seriously and treat our body with kindness and love. And it starts with how we feed our body. Thanks for watching.